excited about D1 prep volleyball in the LA City section, the championship match. Top-ranked Venice, number 3 Cleveland of Rosita at the Volleyball Learning Center. Here's our brackets. Venice easily. They're a dominant team in this division, storming through Verdugo Hills and Southgate. For Cleveland, they had to get by a pesky San Pedro Pirates team in the semis, and then they went 5 again against the Gauchos of Narbonne. Cleveland has found a way to get to the finals. Hello everybody, I'm Randy Rosenbaum along with Megan Risa. We think this is going to be an interesting match. It's supposed to be a coronation. Everyone believes the team from Venice is too strong, but Cleveland has had a way. Megan, they've always found a way to win in these playoffs.
Certainly been a resilient group, but they do have a tall task in front of them. Venice has a group of a couple 6-footers here.
Yeah, it's a huge team from Venice. Brianna Botella is a freshman player that's going to try to guide this team from Cleveland on the outside.
She is a freshman, but she's fearless, Coach told me. She doesn't care who's on the opposing side of the net. No matter what, she's going to go up and terminate.
She won't be 15 until February 11th. Now on the other side, there's Sophia Howling. She's a commit to Hawaii. She's closing in on 1,000 kills in her career.
She's certainly going to be a force in the middle. She can terminate in front of the setter, behind the setter. We're going to see her in 4 rotations, so she'll even come to the back row. We'll see her pass and even run some stuff out of the back row.
There is no question that the Gondoliers, Howling and company are the favorite here. But again, you have a team in Cleveland that has found a way to get here. You never know. It is the championship of D1. Well, you know how the freeways are. Don't you wish they were like that every day in downtown LA? That's because everybody's racing to come to the Division I final for Cleveland and Venice. That dapper Jeff Laidlaw in his 13th year. He's the boys and the girls coach at Cleveland High School. Seems to be in a jovial mood. His lineup, again, it's led by Botella, who is that freshman player. But Callie Panzarini, the setter, number 7, fabulous athlete. In fact, a lot of the volleyball players on campus, including the boys, say she's the best all-around player at the school. She'll try to help them out. And the setter is very good as well, Saika Gatam. That's the starting lineup for the Cavaliers of Cleveland. There's the venerable one, Alan Hunt. He's been around the block, 12th season as the head coach. He's won a city title before, and he's really one of the great coaches in the city section. He's on a lot of boards, overseeing a lot of the volleyball committees. He's just a big part of what LA City volleyball is all about. His lineup, Casey Craig is talented on the outside, a 6'1" junior, big and strong. Canizero on the outside, another big, strong hitter. Howling's the Hawaii commit. And Jacelyn McKee is the libero freshman. She also is 14 years of age. Youth being served in this championship match. Some very tender kids playing on a very big stage, but they're talented enough to get it done. Megan, this should be interesting. It's supposed to be, and I mentioned it on our pregame, a coronation for Venice. But this Cleveland team, somehow the cardiac kids of Cleveland have gotten here, winning in the quarters and in the semis in 5.
Well, when I talked to Jeff Laidlaw, he told me that he kind of really views their team as a sort of dark horse. He's been telling them since the first game of the season that, hey, we're capable of being a championship team, making it to this moment that they're in right now, but they really do have their work cut out for them. They're going to need to be so strong defensively. Venice really does have that height advantage on them.
It's not only size, it's volleyball skills. These players from Venice with the competitive Western League, a lot of club players. Again, Alan Hunt has had a wonderful program for a lot of years. Jeff Laidlaw does a nice job, but the talent level in Cleveland isn't quite the same. Now, that being said, they're from the West Valley League, which houses a lot of great teams, Granada Hills, Chatsworth, El Camino Real. So these are 2 power conference teams. Venice from the Western League, which also has 27-time champion Palisades. Venice won a title for Alan Hunt in 2012. As for Cleveland, they've come close. They have never won it in the girls. They lost in 2008 to Verdugo Hills. The boys of Cleveland under Jeff Laidlaw did win a title in 2007. Great excitement at the Roy Ball Learning Center. Love the atmosphere. Terrific for these ladies to come to downtown Los Angeles and to compete for the title. Last minute instructions for the Gondoliers and some cheers for the Cavaliers.
Really, in this moment, the girls are talking about everything in their season that has led up to this point. This is what they've been training for since the very start of summer practice back on the first week of August. Is for moments like this where you're in the championship with some of your best teammates. It's going to be memories that'll last you a lifetime. And you just have the opportunity to leave it all out on the floor and not finish and leave here from the Roy Ball Learning Center with any what ifs or shoulda, coulda, wouldas in the back of their mind.
Again, to underscore how tough the West Valley League is, Cleveland was 2-8 in their league, but that was against D1 teams that now have moved up into the open division, the elite schools, Granada Hills, El Camino, and Chatsworth. So they're underwater a little bit in their overall record, but against this kind of competition, D1, Cleveland has been able to find a way to the Roy Ball Learning Center. Saika Gatam, good libero for Cleveland. Another good libero is McKee of the Gondoliers. They're both wearing 50. It's an ace for Jacelyn McKee of Venice.
Well, I guess if there's any point for you to get ace, you want it to happen on the first one. You talk about it, make the adjustment right then and there, and it shouldn't happen again.
McKee, freshman, and the 14-year-old with a very high volleyball IQ to serve again. Howling with the kill. Get used to that. Again, she's got 1,000 of them in her career the last 3 years. Every year over 300.
I'm really excited to see her play. Look at that arm swing, that quick snap on the ball. She has such great length. I'm excited to see her style of play as a Hawaii commit. Played against Hawaii multiple times in my career. Hopefully she'll be able to play under Dave Shoji, the second active winningest coach in all of NCAA, before he retires.
Casey Craig with a kill. A quick start for top-ranked Venice.
What a front row right here for Venice. She was off the net, able to get 2 steps for her approach, understanding that it was an out-of-system play and just keeping it in.
How about the serving of Jacelyn McKee? Howling tipping. That was not a good set, but she scored despite that. She has great balance.
Great balance, but really great vision and IQ to understand that that set's not where she needs it to be and just keeps it over the net and puts it in a tough place.
McKee, who's serving, has been a surprise. Alan Hunt says, I know she's got all the volleyball mentality, talent, but I was just surprised how quickly she adapted to this level. Howling again. Early on, Sophia Howling is taking control.
I love that high set. She's able to have time to get in and get into her approach. It's more of like an outside hitter type swing. I wouldn't be surprised to see her have a very versatile career.
The size difference is stark, and an ace, a 6-0 run to begin the match. Jeff Laidlaw has seen enough. He wants a timeout. What a start for top-ranked Venice. Maybe it will be a coronation. It's early on. But the ladies of Venice are flexing their muscles. Great start for the Gondoliers, ripping off 6 in a row. They're still serving at the Volleyball Learning Center. An early timeout for the Cavaliers. And McKee again with a knuckleball serve. Seven in a row. Casey Craig puts it down. This is some run.
The Cleveland Cavaliers have a really tough task ahead of them. How do we get touches on this ball, but how do we also play defense when we do?
There's the first point, and it is Botella, the freshman. She's been leading them in kills all season long.
She is fearless. I did like how she approached that. Yes, the first couple swings didn't go her way, but she's trying to do her best to put pressure on that block.
But Howling just is playing above Cleveland. She's at a different level, literally.
That hang time, she has that half second almost of extra hang time where the Cavalier block is coming down and she's still on her way up.
Bumped over by Martinez. Howling with the roll shot. Panzerini puts it on Venice's side. Howling with the step out. Net violation. Venice went into the net. Cavaliers will take it. Botello to serve.
See how Caitlin Craig does in the back row. She's probably going to be pressured here on the serve.
Panzerini with a beautiful set. Number 17 put it up there, and Widren knocked it through.
She's not going to have the full block on that. It was a one-on-one opportunity, and she just got to go for the edges, the angles of the block like she did.
Coco Collins diving for it, couldn't control it. Give Craig the kill. I think sometimes you come out fast, you start to dominate, and you let up a little bit. Can't afford to do that if you're Venice. Got to play hard the entire way. Volleyball, as we all know, is a game of momentum. Cleveland playing some tight defense, getting a lot of touches. Canizero from deep. Dug up by Craig. Terrific block. Widren got up, number 21. There she is, Kara Widren.
Coach Laidlaw told us on our phone call that they're going to have to play really scrappy defense if they're going to contend here with Venice. I saw that entire rally. That was such an encouraging point for them.
Cross-court kill for Charlotte Canizaro. She came to Venice from up north, played in Northern California. She's just another big stick, just another 6-footer on the court for Venice.
Isn't that nice to say? Just another one.
And they're serving well. You know, they're not only just putting balls down, some good serves for points as well. So they're scoring from behind the line. It's 11-4. Howling's numbers are remarkable. Rotation error. So point for Cleveland High School. Alan Hunt's kind of perplexed what happened. His team is not lined up properly. Net violation goes against Cleveland. Monferrato apparently went into the net. Give the point to the Gondoliers. Remember, they started with that 7-0 run. Since then, it's been 5 apiece.
Cleveland's going to have to scrap and really fight for every point that they get this match. They can't afford to make any of those kind of self-inflicting wounds, any of those errors where they're in the net and hitting errors, blocking errors, things like that.
Well, here's the X factor. I mean, that was an ace for Tori Corpus. If they continue to serve like this, they're a tough team to handle, this Venice Gondolier squad. We know they can hit. More power. Charlotte Cannizaro. All the skills. Can hit high. Can tool. She went high this time.
Perfect approach. Quick 1, 2, 3. Love that line shot. We haven't seen a ton of that today, but it really, in attacking the line, you have to use your torque. You have to put a snap on that ball. It's a really kind of shot that you develop over time as a front row player.
Victoria, but they call her Tori Corpus. 5'2" sophomore who has a real feel for the game. I've been impressed the way the Gondoliers have served in this opening set. And another ace. Corpus doing her job well. The lead is 10. That's healthy. You can be very relaxed, play very freely when you have that kind of advantage.
Can't get too relaxed, though.
Cannizaro paints a winner into the corner.
What a shot. Being able to have those different shots in your arsenal. Sure, it's part of the game plan. They know that Venice is going to be tall, but those are the types of situations where they have to be smart, work around it, and trust that they're going to have a defensive return on it, or like it did, went down for the kill.
Alan Hunt again in search of his second title. Brought his team into the Volleyball Learning Center a few times. Run into some roadblocks, some terrific teams, but they're favored here in this one. Craig is roofed. Beautiful job. Monferrato, there she is. Sophia with a nice block.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are going up a half second late on that block, catching Caitlin Craig as she's contacting the ball on the way down.
Craig. Casey Craig having a very nice first set. Did a nice job. Came in with over 200 kills this season. We talk so much about Sophia Howling, but Craig's had a big junior year.
I'd like to see her attack and think back line first before trying to paint the 10-foot line.
Ripping away, and a kill for Botello. Got a touch. Brianna Botello, young lady that has absolutely no fear at a tender age of 14. Cannizaro nets the serve. So if you're Cleveland here, you're letting this set get away. You're just trying to find your rhythm for the next set.
Trying to find your rhythm. You can't miss serves like that. They have to continue to come and show up in this match as if they have that chip on their shoulder that, yes, they're kind of facing the Goliath in Venice, but they're contending. They still put up points on the board.
Nice dig by Lily Kopp. Cleveland answers defensively. There's that size with Craig and Howling getting up. And from the deep court, the kill for Charlotte Cannizaro.
Wow, Venice can attack you from any point on the floor. They'll run the pipe big set. They'll run sets on the outside. They'll run Howling behind.
Kopp with a mistake on the serve. There's Botello, who has a couple kills in this opening set. Cleveland back by double digits. It's a nice job in the middle from Kira Widren.
I thought that ball was going in for a block 100%. She realized at the last second that, yes, I cannot swing through this tough block. Let me place it.
Nice up by the libero Saika Gatam. Howling had it come back. Widren again. Again, she has some size. She can play in the middle against the big players at Venice.
She'd really be able to run that set even faster. Again, she's trying to paint the 10-foot line. When you do that, you become small.
Violation against Venice, and I like what I'm seeing from Cleveland here. Some heart, some determination. Even though you think they're out of the set, they're playing better, and that's the most important aspect. Improve your game. And if you serve tough, hey, you never know. They're back to within 6. Give them credit. They're playing hard, and Botella's serving tough. Alan Hunt thinking about a timeout on the sideline. He'll make an exchange. Put Crystal Garcia in the back row. That is Crystal Garcia playing it. That's Craig with a tremendous roof of Danny Martinez's spike.
Cleveland can't afford to have any miss hits or any short shots like that, because Venice is going to make you pay in the front row with that tall of a block.
Coco Collins can't clear the net. Another point for the Gondoliers.
Just contacting that ball at too low of a point. It's possible that she's a little intimidated facing the block of Sophia Howling, but you got to work through it.
Another rotation error. This one against Cleveland. Why does that happen this late in the year? We've seen 2 teams not line up properly.
It's for a couple reasons. One, nerves. You start thinking about everything else, and unless where you need to be. And 2, you're getting over anxious trying to leave your spot early.
And again, I go back to how well Venice has served. Another ace here for Craig. You know, we knew again they would be strong at the net and had power on the pin. But for them to serve like this, if they continue to do that, it's going to be very tough for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hey fans, please don't miss the CIF State Volleyball Championships from Santiago Canyon College in San Diego. All the action will stream live on SpectrumCommunity.com. We'll start with it on Friday, December 2nd at 4 p.m. and Saturday, December 3rd at 11 a.m. Spectrum Community is your home for all CIF championships. Please check your local listings. Venice looks pretty good.
They're firing on all cylinders. They're attacking in the front row, but it's not just one person. We're not just seeing, the Sophia Howling show. They have a lot of different pieces, a lot of different outlets that they can really spread out the block of Cleveland, make them hesitate, make them question where they're going to go, and they're serving tough.
She should have played, though, Howling. Should have played for the Van Nuys Wolves with that name, Howling.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Randy, I see what you did there. I like it.
You like that.
I got it.
The Wolves, Howling, the whole thing. I just picture her on the sideline before a match, Howling. But she's a fabulous player. And Dave Soji's a great coach at Hawaii, and he's getting a very good player.
Couldn't agree more.
There she goes again. A kill for Howling, set point for the Gondos.
Right on cue. She's going to those back corners where she's able to have success. It's really hard as a defender to pick up balls that are coming at you that high and that deep.
Can't overpass against Howling and that size. That was a quick set, 25-13. It started with a 7-0 run, and top-ranked Venice didn't look back. Sophia Howling finished it off. They were dominant. Cleveland's going to have to try to answer in set number 2. Number 5 was very much alive. The Gondos looked terrific, and they serve so tough. Let's see if Cleveland can turn this one around. That was impressive from the Venice Gondoliers from start to finish, dominating Cleveland in the opening set, hitting, blocking, and especially serving.
Right on cue, Sophia Howling with the ace. They've been so surprisingly tough from the service line. A lot of jump floats. We haven't seen that from a ton of teams today. It really adds another layer of toughness to that serve. When it's coming down at you at that angle, it's so difficult to pass.
Well, the Cleveland fans, there's that Botello sign for their freshman hitter. And if you're Cleveland, you just got dominated, so you got to throw the set away and just start from scratch.
Exactly. You have to just let what happened last match go. You know what to expect from Venice now. Cleveland did a good job, I thought, of blocking and getting touches. They have to trust that their defense is going to pick all of that up. They really need to work hard in transition to give them all the opportunities in the world to really put some offensive pressure on them.
First things first, Cavaliers need to get a good start after losing the set really on those first few points. They were dominated early. It was 7-0, and the set was over in all candor. Now we get into the second set. Things could change. Cleveland has to begin and play better in the second set early on. I think that's a key.
Absolutely. Venice just needs to continue what they're doing. They're firing on all cylinders. I really haven't seen too much of a weakness from them. Maybe defensively they could return a couple more balls, but this is really in their hands to take or lose.
And how much fun is it to watch Sophia Howling do her thing? And it was only fitting that she finished that first set by putting the ball down to conclude that set with her great vim and vigor. Having fun. Over 1,000 kills now in her career. I could read off the numbers and they're unbelievable. I mean, she has 68 aces this year. Go on and on. A lot of blocks. Just terrific numbers. They win the division. They figure to do that tonight unless Cleveland can storm back. She'll be the Division I City Player of the Year unquestionably. Let's see what the Cavaliers can do to restore order, and that is a better start. That's exactly what they needed to do.
First point of the match. It's a fresh start for them. Time to get some momentum going. Everybody's cheering on one another. This is exactly the start that they need.
Tough serve. Howling just tipping it over. Canizero bumping it outside. Widrin couldn't put it away. Another free ball for the Cavaliers, the number 3 seed. Botello. That's a big time stick for number 8, Brianna Botello.
I like that fiery attitude after that swing. This is what Cleveland needs to contend. Great swing. A lot of power in that. They have to continue to put that type of pressure on.
Widrin with the tip. The dink shot. The lost art. 3-love. We talked about the start. They have now produced that start. That first set is behind them. Suddenly, for Venice, a wake-up call. And Craig misfires. Isn't this a crazy sport? Cleveland looked like they didn't belong with this team in the first set. It was Venice that ripped off 7 to begin the opening game. Here's another tip that's down, but the whistle sounds. I think we're going to have a replay. Up officials Gary Saunders, Colleen Gardner down below. Apparently there was a loose ball on the side, so we'll start again. And again, hanging around the net, Kara Widgren, that junior, doing her part.
How about this serve for Kaylee Panzanari? Staying back at the line, serving 5 tough balls in a row. Only getting more confident.
Howling said enough is enough. You know, one thing about Panzanari, they were down 14-10 in the semis to Narbonne, and Panzarini had 6 straight winning points, and that's what got him here.
Just incredible.
How often do you see a team come back from 14-10 down? Cleveland
Very
was able
rarely.
to do that.
Yeah, very rarely.
In set 5. Panzarini to set it up. Botello upset with herself that she hit it wide, shaking her head. And for Alan Hunt, looks puzzled on the sideline. How can we be so great at one point, get off to a sluggish start in set 2? A lot of time here to go though in set number 2. Howling, overpowering the digger.
It really goes to show how important serving and defense is. You can have these talented star players like Sophia Howling there on that swing, but if you're not passing and doing well in serve receive, it doesn't matter.
Back to Botello. Give Botello the kill as she tools it off of Sophia Howling.
And that's a tough job for Sophia Howling to be the only solo blocker going up. You feel like you have to do a lot to take away their shots and really cover any angle that they can be going, but really she just needs to take away one part of the court. Let her defense play behind her.
That one's long. Canizero, who was so sharp in the first set, a hitting error. The Cavaliers by 7-3. Botello again with a difficult serve. And it takes Venice out of system. And it's 8-3.
It's funny to see the flip-flops from game to game. It's a championship, anybody on any given day.
And another service ace. Botello coming up huge behind the line. This is a classic example of what volleyball is all about, momentum. Shot in the first set for Venice. Cleveland has it here in the second set. Botello put too much of a charge into that one.
I think it also shows that Cleveland really didn't play to their potential the last set. They were kind of shocked and maybe stunned at the athleticism of Venice, and they really kind of regrouped and recalibrated and talked about what they needed to do at the break, and are a totally different team.
Again, we're having a difficulty with rotation. Nine serving 5. That was returned. Nice job by Venice defensively. Gondoliers trailing. Nice up by Botello. And the kill in the middle from Kira Widgren. And she has been a factor. Number 21 has played as well as anyone in this match for Cleveland.
What a great front row rotation for her. She's off the net, expecting to be set, and terminates.
Again, the size of Venice, always a factor.
You can't keep having these miscommunications for Cleveland.
put the ball up on the net like that, they're going to put the ball away. Ace. Again, we mentioned she had 68 aces coming in. It's a lot of aces. She committed earlier in the week to Hawaii. Very recent. She committed just a couple days ago. Bruce attacking is denied. Trying to hit over the block and hitting it long. Cannizzaro missed again. Cleveland's defense is much stronger in the second set.
She also could have been going for hands. Sometimes when hitters seem like they blatantly hit a ball out of bounds, it's because they're looking for the block and looking to tool.
Collins with a winner. Coco Collins. Nicole's her given name. She's a sophomore player, just an excellent athlete, very smart. Knows exactly where to put the ball.
Little by little, it looks like all the different little offensive pieces for Cleveland are slowly gaining that confidence that they can contend.
And Charlotte Cannizzaro is cooled off. The lead is 5. Bruce just pushed that one through, number 4. Lorraine Bruce, junior player.
A smart play when your team's struggling to put a ball away offensively. Just tip it over, put it in a good spot, and cause them some trouble.
Lorraine's a good basketball player. Has been on the varsity at Venice in hoops for 3 years. Cannizzaro from the south side delivers a winner. She is a lefty. Cleveland holding its ground, keeping its distance.
Little by little, they're just playing with that chip on their shoulder, underdog mentality.
The Williams serve. Botello hits it as hard as anyone in the building.
She really is fearless. I love that Coach Laidlaw used that to describe her. That's every bit of everything in her approach and in her swing. The places that she's going after on the court.
Service mistake. 15-10. Just are waiting for a potential Venice explosion. You know they're that good. Points going to Venice. Double contact whistled against the Cavaliers. You don't want to give away points to Venice. You know at any time they can break out.
Cleveland has fought and scratched and clawed their way for every point.
Cannizzaro, you know, she's got great touch. She hit that over the block, knew the corner was open, and softly delivered.
The key is that she's off the net and she's attacking for that back line. As you can see, Venice is really having trouble picking up those deep balls.
Really like Callie Panzerini. Widren gets one through in the middle. And she's had a very strong match.
If you're not quick to shoot your hands over on the block, the opposing hitter will find a way to work that ball right through your hands, and that's why you'll see those balls drop on their side of the net.
Sophia's serve is long. This is really vital for Cleveland to hold on here. Aislinn McKee to serve. She's the one that started that run to begin the match, but Cleveland needs to win this set, send a message to Venice. They don't want to fall behind 2-0 against this big, powerful Gondolier team. Well, Cleveland gives one away.
Brianna Botello just trying to do a little bit too much with it. just get it just over the net to cause some trouble for Venice, but you just got to put it over. Make sure that it's over the net.
See if Cleveland can put a ball down. And again, it's Widren in the middle. She has really come up big.
Yeah, she's loving that tip shot, and she's having a lot of success with it. Venice has just got to get their hands quick up over the net in time. You see that last second press, how late that they're pressing to close that block.
Now the Panzerini serve. Callie will set. Widren again tipping it. Really got that one to be a winner. Allen hit it wide. Another point for Cleveland.
I don't think there's anything more frustrating as a defense than somebody who tips on you constantly. You have to imagine Venice is going to make it a priority to pick that ball up.
Again, when you pound an opponent like the way Venice did to Cleveland in the first set, you might have that natural letdown. You can't do that in championship matches. Nice up by Panzerini. And another one. Widren, there she is again. We're going to have a ruling that was just wide. Ooh, Widren thought she had it. Point Venice.
That's a tough call. Very borderline throw. She did contact that ball behind her head. She's got to be really careful of that.
14 serving 19. Botello again able to tool Sophia Howland. Brianna Botello.
Sophia Howland's getting in trouble because she's reaching on the block. Last second, things like that. It makes your block vulnerable. Brianna Botello saying, thank you very much, I'll tool ya.
How good is she going to be over the next 3.5 years? The slide and a miss hit for Howland. And the football score is all Cavaliers. You know, Cleveland doesn't win a whole lot of football games, but this Cleveland Cavalier team likes this 21-14 score. Timeout taken by Alan Hunt. We're going to have an overrule here. Venice is serving. So there must have been a violation on Cleveland. Despite the great effort, they don't get the point. And that's double contact against Venice. So now Cleveland does get to 23. There's Colleen Gardner calling the play. She's another young lady that has great passion for the game. Terrific official. That one's through. Venice will take it at this stage. Just holding on here. Casey Craig, who was so good in the first set. Certainly capable of bringing a late charge for Venice. 18 serving 23. Going down the line and scoring again is Callie Panzerini. Set point.
Maybe an unassuming player, but she is making an impact. She's making her points count. Cleveland now with the set point here.
Villegas to serve. Noelia Villegas. We're going to have a timeout before she puts it in play. Well, Cleveland. This has been who they are, though, right? They beat San Pedro in the quarters in 5. Got into the semis. Narbonne. It's Sophia Ahumada's team. Narbonne's got a lot of great tradition. Cleveland, mentioned it, we're down 14-10 in the 5th. Score 6 straight and win it. Maybe they just let Venice win that first set just to throw them off a little bit. What do you think?
I'm just so happy, and it's so much fun watching the resiliency of this group. They don't have the height advantage. Venice is a more physical, maybe athletic team, but they're finding ways to really pick them apart and find all of their weaknesses and just really relentlessly attack it. I love Brianna Botello in the front row.
The other thing here, it's not an accident they're here.
No.
I mean, they're not a walkover. They came into the gym. They believe they could win the title. See if they can get this second set. They'll have a swing for it. Good tip for Botello. Tools the block. Botello is smiling. The Cavaliers take the second set. So after being dominated by a dozen in the opening set, Cleveland wins by 7 in the second. You figure. Here we go again. Set threes straight in front of us. Cleveland with mild stress in set 2. And folks, we got a ball game at the Volleyball Learning Center. Comes the best 2 out of 3. Will we go long distance? We had an earlier match today where University of Division III won in 5 sets over Central City. We had a 4-set match won by Poly over Wilson in Division II, and Wilson was the top-ranked team. They probably actually won the last 3 sets there. And here we are in D1. Split sets, competitive volleyball in the LA City section.
Really lopsided. You took a look at those scores, 13-25 in the first set. And then conversely, Cleveland coming back and winning that next set, 25-18. They were up by numerous points that set. It wasn't even close.
Well, the key again is the starts. Venice, a terrific start in set 1, and it was Cleveland that got a quick early lead in set 2. We've seen some exciting action.
Right from the service line, Venice took it away, certainly in that first set. Cece Craig at the front row. We saw her much more confident in that first set than the second. Sophia Howling's been pretty consistent in the front row, but then second set, all Cleveland. Brianna Botello taking over in the front row. Everybody just really smart, really scrappy defense, smart with their placement, and things just went their way.
Attitude much better for Cleveland. Feeling a lot better about their chances against Venice. Venice serving, Cleveland receiving. Set 3 is underway. Howling got the corner.
Very similar to how we saw the first set start, a tough serve and a tough kill from Sophia Howling.
I love her length. Perfect volleyball body, long and lean. Didn't clear the net for Widren. Here we go again. This is the same rotation with Jacelyn McKee serving that started on that 7-0 run in the first set. See if Cleveland can get her off the back of the line, and here they're down 3-0.
Tough block up there by Casey Craig, but Cleveland needing to find a way to just get the ball over the net, get out of this rotation, and start to get in their system.
They need to pass McKee's serve. That'll help them. That's a mistake that Cleveland needed. Jeff Laidlaw is happy to get the ball back. I like the vest look.
Very clean.
Ace. Panzerini. Setter, opposite 5'5" senior. Just a solid player, real leader.
Real competitor.
Botello trying to hit over that tall wall, hit it long. Point to Venice. That can happen when you're playing that kind of length. Here's Lily Kopp, 5'9" senior to serve. Howling.
I like her half-second hang in the air. She really takes that moment to adjust and decide where she's going to attack. I think initially she wanted to go cutback and saw that she had her power available and took it.
Well, a couple of service mistakes here by Venice. See what Botello can do with the ball in her hands. And she serves it up. Well, they don't call throws anymore. That was pretty close.
Well, Kira Widron's gotten away with it for these first 2 sets, so Sophia Howling saying, why not me?
In the old days, that would have been a turnover. They wouldn't have allowed her to do that. Here's an ace. You like the fact that they've made it a little easier for the hitter to attack and not penalized him for those throws?
I don't, and I'll tell you why. I'm a shorter middle blocker, so I had to learn how to be really creative, and for me to be able to hang with middles like Sophia Howling of Hawaii, I had to really have perfect form and couldn't take any outlet passes where I could afford to tip and throw things over. I had to really rip every single ball, and you have to claw and fight for everything that you can get.
You got her on the Hawaii campus already, right?
Oh yeah, had my last match ever.
But you have her already there, playing for Venice. She is headed to Hawaii. Would have been fun for you to play against a player like that. They tip over her. Howling scoring here to build an 8-3 lead. And she pushes that one through.
I'm curious to see if Kira Widron is going to conversely attack with that same tip, or if she's going to go for the swing on it. There's the tip.
Widron on cue tipped it for you. That ball surprised Lily Kopp. Was able to play it anyway. Coco Collins is dug by Kopp. Howling. A terminal hitter, Sophia Howling.
She's so good when she has that time to get back and use her full approach, use all of that length, that full backswing. She has a great contact up on the highest point of her jump.
Wonderful dig by McKee. Collins hit that one wide. Howling. She's 6'2", but plays much bigger than that. And I know 6'2"'s sizable. But with her length, she almost appears like she's 6'4" or 6'5".
She really does. I was going to say 6'4".
You think they're not telling us the truth?
Well, your shoes add a couple extra inches.
Beautiful dig by Kopp in the back row. She can't get the next one. Lily, though, really working hard. Collins with the kill. And the smile. It's a 16-8 set. Still not a lot of drama here in this set. See if Cleveland can inch closer. Whistle sounds. Venice mistake.
Venice really has to utilize that CC Craig is in the back row and passing and serve receive right now. Put pressure on her.
Yeah, when Howling's off the floor, they're just not as potent. But Cannizzaro can get it done. They go to her a lot more when Howling's not in the lineup.
Love that she's going after that deep corner shot. Goes down more times than not.
Quite a dig by McKee. Panzerini is roofed. Beautiful block from Charlotte there, Cannizzaro.
Another great pancake. You have to have that communication to get the ball over the net, and perfect block, turning her hands back towards the court.
Again, this one's driven through beautifully by Charlotte Cannizzaro.
And she's a very physical player. I love the way that she's attacking those tight balls in the front row.
Physical team. She's just an element to that physicality. The lead, again, is widened to 10. Comfortable advantage for the Gondoliers. Looking to go up 2-1. Fans, please don't miss the CIF State Volleyball Championships from Santiago Canyon College in San Diego. All the action will stream live on SpectrumCommunity.com starting on Friday, December 2nd at 4 p.m. and Saturday, December 3rd at 11 a.m. Spectrum Community is your home for all CIF championships. Check your local listings. I just got a tap on my shoulder from Carlos Gray. He's the coach of Palisades. So the Dolphins have arrived for our Open Division final later. That'll follow this one. We'll be facing quite a challenge against #1 ranked Granada Hills, who's been the favorite all year long in the Open Division. This is for D1 supremacy. That one's going to go long. Corpus hit it a little too strong.
Venice can't afford any lackadaisical plays, any points where they can check out mentally. They have to keep in this one. It's not over yet.
Villegas serving. There's one that's punched through nicely by Lorraine Bruce. He's a junior with nice hops.
Just working through the block. Sometimes you just have to be physical to work through a block.
Again, a dominant set for Venice. Bruce tipping, got it down.
That tip shot's proven to be quite a troublemaker for both sides. Cleveland has to really make defense the priority and get those balls up.
Casey Craig with a big windup. Couldn't put it away. They'll try her again. Extended rally. This time, Casey Craig delivered. Caitlin, but they call her Casey Craig.
I've been waiting to see her kind of take a rip at a ball like that. She finally found a gap. She had a set that she liked. She needs to continue those types of sets and swings.
Botello going cross court with the kill. Haven't seen that from Brianna in a while. They need her to step up. Venice is going to win this set and go up 2-1. So Cleveland's going to have to come back in set 4 and play better. They did exactly that in set 2 after dropping the opening set. The dump is down. Corpus with a beautiful maneuver. Again, the coach said she's got a great feel for the game, and we saw it there.
Looking like that point actually might go to the Cavaliers.
Had a lot of ruling changes here.
And it will. They're saying that the back row setter jumped above the height of the net when she set that ball over.
So it's 22-12 with the change score. I didn't see that, did you?
Yes.
You did, you caught it. So you think it's the right call?
It's very slight, but yes, it's there.
Okay. It's a good call. It won't prove out to change the result of this match, but it gives Cleveland a point. And there's a kill again from Bruce. Now they have that 23rd point. Lorraine goes to the bench. Well-deserved rest.
Set off the net. Able to just work it over the block.
Widren, number 21. She attacked, she scored. Kara Widren. Just a couple more points needed for Venice, and they'll go up 2-1. Howling going up strong and spiking a winner. Set point, Venice Gondoliers.
I love the pass in transition. It was high, it was perfectly off the net. Gave Sophia Howling a perfect amount of time to get into her approach, have her full approach, and have that type of attack. Textbook kill.
Widren through the block attempt of Howling. Boy, you got to feed number 21. She's so accurate. Set point number 2.
Really effective hitter tonight.
Botello looking for an area to serve.
Good adjustment there by Howling.
Whistle and a net violation on Venice. Gia Perron has come in and is setting number 27 for Venice. So the backup setter in there, number 27. Perron setting for Howling. Howling couldn't quite put that one away. Give the Cavaliers credit. They're battling. Botella able to get that one up after Craig drove it hard.
Free ball situation.
Howling is blocked. Kara Widren. Boy, she gives you effort on every play. At least some momentum here for Cleveland.
Cleveland did a great job playing defense that last set, or excuse me, that last point. They're staying in it. They've been resilient. They're not going to change.
Well, again, they can take this, Mo, into the next set. Although Venice just gave them another free point. Venice losing it here a little bit. This is what happened to him in the second set, and Alan Hunt calls a timeout. Now, he's still in fabulous shape to win the set, but Alan didn't like what was developing and how Cleveland was.
This is the last thing that you want if you're Venice. Don't give Cleveland any thought in their mind that they have a chance to come back in this set to win it. But certainly these types of finishes are dangerous for a team like Venice, because once the next set starts, Cleveland's the one that's going to come out with all the momentum. Sure, they lost that match, but they're feeling good about where they finished.
Unlikely they can get back all the way here in the set, but they have played spirited since falling way behind. Craig puts it away. Venice has the set. Well, it took a little longer than we expected. Venice bolted to a huge lead. It is the Gondoliers that are a set away from winning their second city title. It's the pesky Cleveland team. Venice made more shots, and again they got off to a terrific start. Cannizzaro, and in particular Howling, too much in set number 3. 2-1 for the Gondoliers. They're one set away from a championship, Division I. There's the huddle of Venice. It's been great starts in each set. Venice, when they won their 2 sets, dominated early and never looked back. And Cleveland did the same in set number 2. So we'll see what develops early on here in set 4. And we just saw a sign. I think they took it down and said, what, howl for howling?
Yep.
Loved it. Nice to have your own cheering section.
Right. Great to have the support from your school to come out, show you some love on possible championship day. Venice has to come out in this set right here. Love the excitement on their side. They need to come out with that tough-nosed mentality that they came out with in that first and third set. If they jump out to a quick lead, it could be too much for the Cleveland Cavaliers to have the mental toughness to swing back.
But never sell this Cleveland team short. They've battled, and they've battled together. They've always found a way in this tournament. There's Widren, who's played terrific volleyball tonight. Still in a jovial mood, and you like to see that. Not feeling the pressure. They know it's a do-or-die set. You have the innocence of youth there with Brianna Botello at 14. She probably thinks it's regularity to get to the finals. You never know when you're going to get back.
And you don't really appreciate that until you're a little bit older of a player for it to really sink in that, wow, that was really special that we did that.
Panzerini serves. See what happens here in set 4. Botello, a good start for Cleveland.
Let's see what happens then in this set, because the way each set's gone, first point has taken the set.
A bit of a delay again. They're checking the players on the floor. Again, it's Colleen Gardner at the scorer's table going over the lineup, talking with Alan Hunt, keeping track of substitutions. That's what they're talking about right now.
Credit to this referee group. They want to make sure that they have it right. They're not going to let the match go, not going to let any situations be unfair for either side.
Shot by Panzerini into the net. First point of the 4th set for the Gondos. Kopp with the jump serve, and it's a floater. Panzerini with a tough set, tight to the net. Botello and Widren tried to get it, couldn't. Another point for the Gondos.
Really tough serve. That's what made that tough pass, tight to the net. If it's a tough serve, just do your best to keep it off.
Kopp with another good serve.
That's a better situation than anything tight to the net.
Another net violation. It's Cleveland that ran into the net. Point Venice.
Venice is coming out with some good energy. They need to continue this tough serving. Cleveland, on the other hand, has to keep staying aggressive.
Craig hanging around, 33. K.C. Craig, just a junior. Will be one of the premier players in the city next year. So Venice has ripped off 4 in a row. Widren blocked by Howling. Howling got a piece of that one, but it's a kill for Callie Panzarini.
Howling was on her way down from the block. That's when her block is a little weaker. And Cleveland just making contact at the opportune moment, using that left hand for the tool.
Howling, nice dig by Botello of Cleveland. That was sensational. Widren, one of the few times I can remember that she misfired. She tries so hard. Kira Widren.
It's certainly a tough set too when you're running off. You're a couple feet away from your setter and trying to make a good contact on it.
And now a tough serve. Throwing an ace, and Venice is looking sharp in the fourth set. Casey Craig's had a nice match, putting the ball away, and has served very well. Cannizaro dug by Panzarini. She'll try it again. Charlotte with power. Charlotte Cannizaro.
Love that they went back-to-back swings to her. She proved that she can put the ball away. Love that she attacked that gap, going for that back line. She's had a lot of success there.
And another ace thrown in by Casey Craig. A student of the game is Craig. Got appetite to play better each and every time. Howling hit that one a little bit too strong. Finally a point for Cleveland. Alan Hunt's team in a very favorable position. And Bruce with another kill. Lorraine Bruce, very athletic, number 4, undersized, but she can play. The lead is 8.
I love that their setting game plan is just to kind of throw a high ball up to their attackers and let them use their athleticism and skill to get the job done.
They return the Botello spike. And now a lift. A mistake by Cleveland. Well, it's looking bleak for the Cavaliers. It's slipping away. As great as they've played in the tournament, always finding a way to win. They're facing a juggernaut in Venice. Number 1 in the division coming in. Venice was the heavy favorite. Well, this one comes back. Widren again, roofing Sophia Howling. Widren can play. There's no question about it.
Certainly those are really encouraging moments for the Cleveland Cavaliers, being able to block against, a star player like Sophia Howling. They're capable of doing that against anybody.
And a kill on the outside for Clark. And again, trading points doesn't get it done for Cleveland. I think Widren, if she could grow another couple inches, she's a young girl, she's just a junior player. She could have some college opportunities.
Yeah, certainly. I wish it was that easy though. Just grow a couple inches.
Well, she's 6 feet. It's not like she's small, but she ran into Howling. You talk about the ultimate roadblock. Number 5 is. The lead is double digits.
Certainly one of the toughest blocks we've seen all day long. 2 6-footers, over 6-footers for that block.
Well, we came in at the top of the show saying this would be a coronation for Venice, and it appears to be proving out. This is their division. They had that one rough second set where Cleveland beat them 25-18. Here's our brackets. Venice finally drops a set. Cleveland shows that they're human, but it's been Venice all the way. Cleveland had a great tournament to get here, but again, it's Venice. And it's out of the very strong Western League. Cleveland is one of the lower seeded teams in terms of the West Valley League. They were only 2-8 in their league. But again, Chatsworth, El Camino, which won the upper division title last year. Certainly Granada Hills, who we'll see in our open division match against Pali next. Not easy to traverse through the Western and West Valley leagues. So that's why the West Valley is taking its toll on Cleveland, but you gotta love what they've done in the tournament. Top serving. Botello showing touch. Blockers went up. Instead of tooling it, she went over him with that soft shot.
I like the set over shot. She saw that she had that short right side of the court to get to. Cleveland has been very successful using that tip all night.
Craig with the block. Well, they have both Craig and Howling in the middle. A lot of height, a lot of talent.
So difficult for any attacker to have to swing against.
Howling, give Venice another point. Wonderful effort by Saika Gatam, the libero of Cleveland, to try to run it down. Couldn't get there, though.
Yeah, she's not going to give up on any ball, but wow, Sophia Howling hitting over the triple block.
Countdown to a championship for the Venice Gondoliers. Weather kill for Cannizzaro. Panzarini got in front of it, passed it, but there were no Cavaliers to help her out. 20-8. Howling tipping. Tipped it wide. Boy, she had an opening there. There's a case where she missed the shot, but you see how talented she is. She got high into the night and had the whole floor available by surveying it from on top.
I'd like to see her stay aggressive and think hit first.
Tom with another wonderful dig, and this kill is down for Nicole Coco Collins. Well, we're within 10. Still a lot to ask.
Another great job. She gets off the net, takes that step close approach. She has no problem contesting that block.
It didn't clear. Double contact against Cleveland anyway. Venice feeling great right here. Again, I love, though, that Cleveland's battling. They're way down. They're being controlled. But they're still fighting.
Certainly encouraging for next season.
Well, Jeff Laidlaw's got a nice program. There's a point for Cleveland. There's Jeff. Got to be proud of his team. It's not going to be the championship that he so desired, but his team made a big run in the tournament. And Bruce, Lorraine hasn't fired that many times, but when she's taken shots, she's scored.
She really has. She's making impact every time that she's touching the ball. She's finding those different spots on the court of where to attack, and she's very successful tonight.
Little suspense, but it's going to be joyful for Venice anyway. Another wonderful dig by Gatam, who's putting on a defensive show. And Botello rips one from the back row. And again, we underscore it. Only 14. What a career she has in front of her.
That's a really tough swing, especially standing from the back row. You can't totally see what's going on the other side of the net, but she's just swinging with that aggressive swing-first mentality.
Good serve by Villegas. Took Venice out of rotation. Cleveland has another point. Got to salute what Gatam is doing in the back court. The young lady, the libero with the white jersey for Cleveland, running down a lot of shots. She got in front of Cannizzaro's drive again. Cleveland is scoring because of their libero. Venice wins the next rally. They're within 2 of the championship.
Another step closer to taking home this whole thing. But like you said, I've loved the play all night from Gatam.
Timeout taken by the Cavs. Well, Cleveland won the championship in the NBA. They were the runner-up in the World Series, barely.
The Cubs won.
And the Cubs did win, yeah. And then, of course, we have this Cleveland team that's going to finish second here. So it's been a great year for Cleveland.
It has been a good year for Cleveland.
There's some banners, a lot of names on banner representing Venice. I love it. There's that howl for howling. Yeah, hold it up for us. Thank you. Howl for howling, number 5. You first saw that earlier. You spotted that one.
Hawkeyes.
I don't keep that sign up long enough. Yeah, keep that thing up. She's a star. 23-13. 2 points from the celebration.
Great heads-up play.
Craig down the line and in. Championship point for Venice. They're 1 point away from the D1 title.
Huge rip on the ball there by Casey Craig. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next set also out to her for this championship title.
Botello drives another winner. Boy, she's good. Brianna Botello's championship point number 2 for the Gondos in the receiving. Their fans are alive. They all know how many more they need.
High pressure serve right here.
Cannizaro from the back row netted it.
She just wanted to end this thing.
She did. That was not a high percentage shot. 15 serving 24. Another opportunity for the Gondos for the title. Cannizaro from the deep court does end it. Happiness in Venice. Not unexpected. The coronation is complete. Maybe stretched a little bit more than we expected, but it was the Gondoliers that were too good. Number 5, Sophia Howling was great, and a lot of their players contributed. Casey Craig, Charlotte Cannizaro, all of them played well, and others. We loved what we saw from Callie Panzarini, Kira Widrin, and of course, Brianna Botello of Cleveland, amongst others. But in the end, talent prevailed. And the talent of Venice was just too much.
Way too much. They had too many offensive tools in the front row. It was too much for Cleveland to handle despite their really scrappy defensive performance. Like you said, Sophia Howling leading the charge for the Gondoliers to take home this championship. Just weapons in the front row.
Second title for the Gondoliers. Have one more coming up We have the Granada Hills Pally match for the Open Division title. But in D1, Venice, there's that matchup, Pally and Granada Hills. This D1 match, big time for Howling, big time for Canizero.